and then I will tell you how I was before isogenics, how I am after isogenics, and then I will go over a couple of the core products that we offer. I am a wife and a mom of 3, and I just recently became a grandma to a little boy. He's so yummy. And before isogenics, I was tired all the time. I needed to take naps during the day just to get through my day. I was a little overweight. I had about 10 or 15 pounds to lose. I had the whole double chin going on, and I had some digestive challenges, and I would get stressed out and anxious very easily. I was very unhappy with the way I looked. My husband is in a band. He's the lead singer, so every weekend I would stand in front of my closet and stare at all my clothes and try and figure out which outfit I was going to put together to hide all of my flaws. So one day, I decided I didn't want to feel like this anymore. So I took matters into my own hands, and I started to watch every little morsel that I put in my mouth. And I started to walk every day. I took yoga classes, and it got to the point where I was walking up to 4 miles a day, 5 to 6 days a week. And every week I'd get on that dumb scale, and it would either go down a pound, and then it would come up 2 pounds, or I would lose 3 pounds, and I gained another pound. So it was constantly up and down. It was very upsetting, and it wasn't the results that I wanted to see. So at some point, I just was like, okay, so maybe this is the way it's going to be. Maybe this is the way I'm going to look. I did everything right. I'm dieting, and I'm watching my diet, and I'm exercising. So I was turning 40, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'm just going to be 40 and frumpy. So then one of my friends approached me about isogenics, and she told me all these wonderful things that were happening to her on it. And I decided that for my 40th birthday, this is what I wanted. So I went to my husband and I told him I wanted to be 40 and fabulous. I did not want to be 40 and frumpy, and that I had already done everything right and nothing was working. So a month before my 40th birthday, my first 30-day pack arrived, and that was over 2 years ago, this past July. And since then, I have not looked back. I came into isogenics just wanting to get back into my size 4 jeans again. And I wanted to lose those 10 to 15 pounds. And I did. I lost the weight. I'm in those size 4 jeans again, and I'm still in them. And now what I didn't expect was what I was going to gain from doing isogenics. I had more energy than I thought I could have. I no longer needed to nap during the day. Most people know about that little slump during like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I no longer had that. My digestive issues have been better. When I would lay down at night, it didn't feel like the food from my day was coming up the back of my throat anymore. Things that normally would stress me out or make me a little anxious really didn't affect me that way so much anymore. Sorry. My mood changed. I was positive and happy, and I wanted to do things. And I looked forward to going out with my husband and watching him go and sing. So instead of standing in front of my closet, staring at all the clothes, wondering what I'm going to do to hide my body, I stare at the closet and decide which pair of jeans am I going to put on tonight, because now they all fit. So because I felt better, my confidence level also was boosted. My skin looked so much better, so much clearer. My nails started to grow. My hair looked nice. And I never realized how bad of a sleeper I was until I realized how good I can actually sleep. So my sleeping also improved. So I just need to point out before I go any further that isogenics does not claim to cure, treat, or heal any illness or disease. Isogenics is just food in its purest form, and it is full of nutrition. Flooding your body with the right nutrition, your body responds by performing and functioning the way it was designed to. So it's actually your body that's the miracle. It's not isogenics. Isogenics is the world's only full-body cellular cleansing, nutritional replenishing, fat-burning system. So basically that means that we have what everybody needs today. Most people today are struggling with many diseases. They have glucose issues, they have blood pressure challenges, autoimmune issues, and a bunch more, and a lot of bigger issues. And these challenges most of them stem from acidity and inflammation in our bodies. There's a health crisis in our country because we are nutrient deficient and toxic. 95% of Americans are acidic. When I talk about acidity and being acidic, I'm talking about the pH scale that we all learned about in biology class. For those that don't know, the pH scale is a scale from 1 to 10. 7 is neutral. So if you're below a 7 on the pH scale, you're acidic. If you're a 7 or above, you are considered alkaline. And if you don't know what you are on that scale, you can go to your local pharmacy or health food store and they sell pH strips and you can test your saliva. It's actually pretty fun to do because many people don't even realize how acidic they actually are. 87% of Americans are clinically overweight. We aren't getting the nutrition that we need in our foods anymore because they're nutritionally bankrupt. Our foods are being sprayed with toxins and they are being genetically modified. Even the U.S. certified organic foods are allowed to have a certain amount of toxins in them. 1 in 2.2 people will develop cancer. It was 1 in 12 back in the 1950s. 1.3 million women will develop cancer, and that is up 30% in the past 25 years. Diabetes, thyroid, autoimmune diseases, and obesity are on the rise at an alarming rate. In 2004, Red Cross study tested the blood for 413 toxic chemicals. They found 287 toxic chemicals. 212 of those toxic chemicals were banned over 30 years ago. So just because they were banned 30 years ago, they're still in our environment and they're still getting into our bodies. The toxins were found in the cord blood of infants. So they tested these little babies' cord blood, and before they were even exposed to the outside world, they already had toxins in their bodies. That's pretty scary. This is because our bodies are being overloaded with toxins on a daily basis, and it's not just coming from our foods. It's coming from cleaning supplies. It's coming from shampoos and conditioners, our soaps, our makeup, laundry detergents, even the flame retardants that they put on our children's clothes, that's getting into our skin also. So even the cleanest eaters come into contact with all of these. Our bodies were not designed to take on all of these toxins. Our bodies are in such a constant defense mode trying to fight all of these toxins and rid them out of our bodies. And because it's so much, that's why most of us are getting sick and tired and overweight, because our bodies just cannot keep up with the natural ability to release them by ourselves. The bottom line is that we need nutritional supplementation because we can't control everything that we come in contact with all the time. And we need an easy, gentle way to cleanse the cells in our bodies to stay healthy. And Isogenics has found that way. So now I'm going to go over a couple of the core products, 3 of them actually. And we're going to go over shakes and the Ionic Supreme, which is an adaptogen drink, and the Cleanse for Life. There's many other products that Isogenics offers that is just as awesome as these 3, but for the sake of the call tonight, I'm just going to go over these top 3. So our shakes, we have a few different kinds of shakes. We have the Isoline shake that has 24 grams of undenatured whey protein. The Isoline shakes come in 3 flavors, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. We also have a limited time offer for our seasonal shake. It's eggnog, but that's just until we run out. And we have the Isoline Pro Shake that is 36 grams of undenatured whey protein. So the Isoline Shake and the Isoline Pro Shake are full meal replacements. We also have, and the Isoline Pro comes in chocolate and vanilla. The IsoPro, which is not a meal replacement, it's just a protein shake, so it's excellent for the protein shakes that you take after a workout. The IsoPro has 8 grams of undenatured whey protein per scoop. We also have a vegan shake, and it's a natural berry harvest flavor, and that has 22 grams of plant-based protein. The shakes are all made up of, except for the plant-based one, the shakes are made up of undenatured whey protein. And when I say undenatured whey protein, that means that it's not heat pasteurized, it's cold processed. So by not heating this protein, it keeps all of the wonderful benefits of protein intact. We get our whey protein from the grass-fed cows in New Zealand. We like to call these cows the happy cows because they're never injected or given hormones or given antibiotics. That's actually illegal in New Zealand. They get to roam the fields of New Zealand in the grass that is not sprayed with pesticides. They are not caged, and they are milked in season, not like here in America where they cage them and milk them on demand. So that means we're getting the cleanest source of protein. And being that it's cold processed, it allows long-branched amino acids to remain intact, and that creates a 95% absorption into the body. This means that it's less digestion on the body and that the body gets flooded with all of the nutrition, 95% of the nutrition. Our shakes also contain live enzymes. This is because it's not heat pasteurized, so because it's cold processed, all of the live enzymes will stay intact and active. So when you mix your shake with your water, it's going to activate those enzymes, and you need to drink your shake within 15 minutes of making it so that you get optimum results. When I talk about the live enzymes, you don't need to be grossed out or creeped out or anything. I talk about them meaning like how our yogurt has live cultures. It's kind of like the same thing. So you want to drink this while those enzymes are live and active so that you flood your body with the nutrition and everything, and it goes straight to your organs. Talking about all this nutrition that we have in the shake, I just want to go over a couple of the ingredients that we have in the shakes. One of them is flaxseed, and flaxseed is loaded with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. It contains antioxidants, and it's high in omega-3s. We have something called the ionic alfalfa, and that's a proprietary blend only found in Isagenix products. And it consists of plant-sourced minerals and alfalfa juice. And alfalfa juice is alfalfa is a plant that is the most nutrient-rich plant. So it creates over 70 trace minerals that we can't get from whole foods. Our shakes are also low in saturated fat. And like I said before, they are full meal replacements. So it's the perfect balance of carbs, protein, sugar, vitamins, and minerals. The whey is so clean and pure that it's equivalent to breast milk. And whey protein supports muscle growth. So as you drink these shakes, after a while, you're going to notice you're going to lean out and you're going to see, realize that you have some muscle growing. So you're not going to lose any muscle tone. You're actually going to gain some lean muscle. They're lactose gluten-free. And my favorite part about the shakes is that when you have 4 shakes in 48 hours, it alkalizes the body. Alkalinity is the opposite of acidity. So I'm talking about the pH scale like I said earlier. So when you're acidic, you're sick and you're not feeling well. So your cells, when your cells are deprived of oxygen, this is going to make you feel sick and tired, and bad things are going to start to happen. And that's where the beginning of many problems start, is when your cells are deprived of this oxygen. So being alkaline keeps your cells healthy and oxygenated. So oxygenated blood accelerates and improves our systems. We live on a cellular level, so when our cells are healthy, then we feel healthy. And then if you choose to live in a toxic environment and your cells aren't healthy and they're full of toxins, then that's when you don't feel good. And that's when you're going to get sick. So speaking of the cells, that's going to take me to our Cleanse for Life. And our Cleanse for Life is a whole body cellular cleanse. And when I say whole body, I mean it's not organ specific. So you're not only cleansing your liver, you're not only cleansing your colon or whatever, you're cleansing your whole body. And the cleanse aids in the body's natural ability to remove impurities. So like I said earlier, that our bodies were naturally made to constantly detoxify itself, to constantly let the impurities come out. That's what our liver does. But because our bodies are so flooded and overloaded with this toxin, these toxins that come into our lives and these impurities, our body cannot keep up with the amount of toxins to constantly cleanse it out. So it needs a little bit of help. So that's what the Cleanse for Life does. It's going to give you a little boost. It's going to give you a little bit of help to remove your impurities. The Cleanse for Life is not going to deplete your body of anything. It's going to nourish it. It's going to boost your mental and physical energy. And the Cleanse for Life contains 100 nutrients and ionic minerals, antioxidants, and gentle herbs. Some of the herbs that are in the Cleanse for Life are the aloe vera leaf, which aids in digestion, boosts the immune system, and supports detoxing. There's also turmeric in it. That's from the ginger family, and that helps with inflammation and is also rich in antioxidants. There's also the burdock root that's in the Cleanse for Life. It's an herb that helps cleanse the body and remove toxins through the urine. So I said earlier that it was a full body cleanse and not an organ cleanse. It's not a colon cleanse, which means it's not a poop cleanse. So you're going to be ridding your body and removing the impurities through your urine. So you don't have to worry about you may be in the bathroom a little more frequently, but you'll be peeing. You're not going to be pooping. So you don't need to worry about that. Many people hear cleanse and they get really nervous. The Cleanse for Life supports the body's vital functions and immune system. So we have a couple of ways that we cleanse. One of them is deep cleansing. The deep cleanse is a 48-hour fasting cleanse. When I say fasting, I mean no fork food because of all the nutrition in the Cleanse for Life. You're not depleting your body of any vitamins or minerals during these 2 days. And you are going to be drinking your Cleanse for Life during that deep cleanse, and you're going to be having the Ionic Supreme, which is the next product I will get into in a few minutes. And there's a couple of other products that will come in your pack to support you during cleanse days. And during those 2 days, the first day, you are going to remove 20% of the toxins and impurities in your body. And then the second day was where we like to say where the magic happens, where you release 80% of toxins and impurities in your body. Now, some people can't do that. Some people don't want to do that. That scares people, not eating food for 2 days. I actually like it, but some people are afraid. So we offer other options. We have daily cleansing. Daily cleansing is when you drink your cleanse first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and you wait an hour, and then you go on with your day, whether your next thing is your shake or whatever comes next after that in your program. And then you can also do it at night on an empty stomach. Before you go to bed, you drink your cleanse and you have your water, and you go to sleep. That's daily cleansing. You can just do the nightly cleanse where you take your cleanse at night, just at night, or you can do a morning cleanse where you take your cleanse first thing in the morning, like I said before. There's also people who do a one-day cleanse where they're just fasting for the 1 day. They don't do the full 2 day, and all of it is fine. So there's no need to be nervous. This is not a one-size-fits-all. It adapts to everybody's life and lifestyles. So, whatever works for you is totally fine. you can talk to your coach or whoever gets you involved and figure out what the best way for you to do that is. So my last and final product I'm going to talk about is the Ionic Supreme, and I left it for last because it's my favorite. It's something we call the liquid gold around my house because it's one of our favorite products and we will never go without it. It is a supercharged, nutrient-rich, rejuvenating drink that restores and protects the body. It brings balance, mental and physically, to the body. The Ionic Supreme is loaded with adaptogens. It's an adaptogen drink. And adaptogens are herbs that are used to normalize the effects of the body from stress, both physically and mentally. It improves your strength, your energy, stamina, focus, concentration, and it can also calm you. So adaptogens are used in ancient Chinese and holistic medicine. Some of the adaptogen herbs that are in the Ionic Supreme are wolfberry, which has essential trace minerals and amino acids. One of the other herbs in it is ashwagandha, which aids in stress and energy and also supports the immune system. And the hibiscus plant is also in there that has tons of vitamin C, B, and antioxidants. So what happens with an adaptogen drink like the Ionic Supreme is that it does what it says. It literally adapts to what your body needs at the time that you take it. So if you're taking it in the morning, it's going to adapt to your day. You need energy for the morning. You need to get moving. It's going to give you that. If you take it, like 15 minutes before you go to bed to help you relax, it's going to help your mind relax, calm your body, and help you sleep. We like to use it after our workouts. We throw it in our shake for muscle recovery, and it's also great for muscle pain and inflammation in the body. If you feel a cold or a sore throat coming on, you can boost your intake to 3 to 4 times a day. So that's going to boost your immune system. So you can take Ionic 3 to 4 times a day to boost your immune system. You can take it 3 to 4 times a day if you have muscle pain. Like this morning I woke up and hurt my back, so I took my Ionics 4 times today, and I can turn my head now because it adapted to where I needed it and brought the inflammation down. I think that's it. So that's one of our favorite products, and it's going to adapt to whatever you need. So I think at this time, I'm going to introduce my husband. He's going to be my special guest. His name is Danny Pisano. Some of you know him as the Isa Beast, and he's going to come on for the last few minutes and tell us how he was feeling before Isagenix. He was a huge skeptic, and how he's doing now. So here he is.
Wow, thank you very much. That was awesome. A lot of information. And some of the new people on this call might be like, what? That information is available through any of us on this team at any time. You can talk to any of us. So like she said, I'm Danny Pisano. My nickname on our team is the Isa Beast. I'm going to make this quick because I don't want to take up all of your time. I know you've already given enough time to this tonight. It's late at night on a school night for some people. I started out, I was 270 pounds. I was really out of shape. I was really overweight. I was actually very unhealthy and ill. I spent a total of 2 weeks in the hospital within 6 months. For many of the issues that my wife brought up earlier. I tried everything. I would lose 5 pounds. I'd gain 5 pounds. I'd lose 10 pounds. I'd gain 12 pounds. I decided to start on Isagenix because of my friend Delilah. I really didn't think that it was going to do anything. I thought it was pretty much like a slim fast diet and that wasn't going to work. But I'm also the type of person that will follow, she gave me a schedule and I followed it to a T. That way when it didn't work, I could say, I did it exactly how you told me to do it, and it didn't work. So I would say probably 2 weeks in, I was actually amazed at my energy level. I was back at the gym, probably, I'm going to say 6 days a week. Sometimes it was 5, but most weeks it was, most of the time it was 6 days a week. I felt great. I lost a lot of weight. I lost 25 pounds, 34 inches. And then my second month, I said, you know what, since my wife was telling you about the Ionics and how we love it so much, I'll tell you a quick story. I said, you know what, I think the Ionics doesn't do anything. I think it's just a way for the company to make money on us. And I really believe that. I said that to my wife every day that I drank it. I looked at her and I said, this is BS. This doesn't work. So then I didn't buy it. I didn't get it in my order. The second month I just got shakes because I knew the shakes were helping me. I absolutely knew that. Within probably a little over a week, not even, I started getting pains in my shoulder, pains in my elbow. So I called our friend Jess, who is one of our top leaders on our team. She is the team leader. And I said, because she helped run 3 gyms, so I figured, who better to talk to. And I got on the phone with Jess, and the first thing she said to me was, well, how much Ionics are you taking? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, are you still just taking 1 serving a day? And I'm like, no, I'm not taking any. And she was like, well, why not? And I was like, because I didn't think it was doing anything. I thought it was BS. And she said, well, now you know. Right there, she made me order my Ionics. I got it a couple of days later. I started on it. Within 2 weeks, I was back. I was fine. Nothing bothered me anymore. I now take Ionics 2 to 3 times a day, every day. My wife hates that I take it so much because she thinks that, I should save it for when we really need it. But I really love it. I really truly believe in it. After that, I started learning more about the products from our awesome leader, Delilah. And I mean, really learned about the products, like learned about where the ingredients, what the ingredients were, how they were sourced. I learned about the crap that I was eating that was keeping me unhealthy. I learned so much that, it just became like a part of me. Like I would just talk about it like when someone would talk to me about it, like I was some kind of nutritionist. And people would like listen to me and they're like, really, really? So then I started helping other people, and that brought us to where we are now on this phone call. I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to put my wife back on to close the call, and then I'm going to run out to the computer and stop the recording because that's what I do. Thanks again.
Thank you, babe. Okay, so that's our call for tonight. If you are new and somebody sent you to this call and you are interested in hearing more or ready to go, give them a call or message them or whatever, and they will get you started. If you are interested in hearing a little bit more about the call, about our products, about the business, we do have a call tomorrow night, same time at 9, and it will go over the business side of Isagenix. So thank you all very much for your time. Sorry if we went a little bit over. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning, and thank you for everything. Hopefully I get to do this again soon. Good night.